back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and in this week's live lesson, we are going to talk about how to use future tense. We are going to look at will and going to. So I hope that this will be a super good grammar refresher if you have been studying for a long time. And if you are a beginner, I hope this will be a really good lesson for you to practice the new grammar you are learning. So as you join, please make sure to hit the like button and send a message in the chat so that I can say hello if you're joining live. Also, don't forget to like and share this video because it does help us with the algorithm. I hope that everything is rolling. It looks like Facebook is okay. YouTube, I think you're here. Hi everybody. Send a message. I'll try to say hello live. While we wait, a couple of super quick announcements. The first one is about this banner at the bottom of the screen. This banner says, test your level now. So if you have not checked, the team has a level check test at EnglishClass101.com. So if you don't know what your English level is, or more importantly, you don't know what to study next, you could check this out for free. I will show you the page now. If you click the link below the video, if you're watching on YouTube, check the description. If you're watching on Facebook, you can find this above the video. This page at EnglishClass101.com shows you a quick guide to our level check test. So scroll down. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4-step process to access the test. You will take the test and get a recommendation, this part here at the bottom, yeah? So this part right here is going to give you some recommendations about what to do, what to study next, yeah? So take a look at this and maybe you can get some ideas for some things that you can study in the future. Free. It is at EnglishClass101.com, so check that out. Okay, that is announcement number 1. Announcement number 2, if you have questions for me, please send them to me at the official Ask Alicia question submission page. Check this out. If you want to send me a question, if you want to send me like a vocabulary question, a grammar question, a culture question, you found a strange word in a movie or something like that, and you want to ask me about it, what does this mean? Send it to me for this series right here. So this series is our weekly question and answer series where you can send me the things you're curious about and I will definitely read your question, maybe answer it. Send it to the official question submission page, please. Don't send it on Instagram or on Facebook, on a YouTube comment, whatever. So please send it to the official page, I will see. Okay, so Slonzo HTZ, thanks so much for your support on YouTube. We really appreciate that. The team appreciates that. Okay, it looks like everything's rolling. I hear the audio is a little bit fuzzy. I'll try to fix that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I see the issue. I'll try to fix this. My computer is being a little fussy this morning. Okay, so let's see, Facebook. What's up, Facebook? Everyone is here on Facebook. Hello, JC and Shah and Sakiba and Belkis. Hello, Muhammad and Musa and Annabelle. John, Asilbek, Wadesik, Ali Muhammad. Hi, everybody. And on YouTube, Sergey and Haslel, Letram, Salman, Jorge, Miguel, Jonathan, Tuta, Achilles, Arturo. Hello. I hope I got as many names as I could see on the screen. Hi, everybody. Okay, so today's lesson, if you missed it, today's lesson is about how to use future tense. This is the topic of today's lesson. I'm going to like and share this video. Yeah. So if you haven't, please make sure to also like and share this video. So today we're going to look at just some basic grammar. So I'll show you today's lesson boards next. If you want to take a screenshot, now is your first chance. So here we go. These are today's lesson boards. So today we're going to start with positive statements here. We're going to look at the basic grammar points for today's lesson, yeah? And then we're going to go to negative statements over here. And grammar. So I want to talk about basically the differences between will and going to today. Okay? All right. So let's get into part one. Let's go to our positive statements. Okay. Positive statements. How do we make positive statements with future tense? So again, today's lesson focus will be on going to and will and the differences between them. So let's start with going to. Going to. We make this shorter. We write gonna in very casual text, and it sounds like this in casual speech. I'm gonna, he's gonna, she's gonna, and so on. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Okay? So when should we use going to? We use going to when we are 100% sure about our plan. So we know for sure, yeah? We know for sure about our plan. And we have decided on it completely. So we decided on the plan before the conversation, okay? We decided on the plan before the conversation. This is a key point. So like you talked to someone before you started talking to the person you're talking to now, yeah? And if you don't do the plan, maybe something bad will happen, okay? So make sure that this is something you've decided before the conversation, okay? So let's continue on now to talking about will and how we use this one. So will. We use will in the reduced form with subject plus he'll, she'll, and so on. He'll, she'll, okay? So we use when we are not sure about the plan. We are not sure about the plan. We're not sure if we're going to do something or not. Uncertainty. So not 100% sure, yeah? Okay? And we decided, in some cases, we decided that thing during the conversation. So this is not a plan we made yesterday. It's not a plan we made this morning. We decide in the conversation. Okay? All right. So let's look at some examples of this. You can send your examples in the live chat. I will try to check yours live. So let's take a look at some going to examples. Okay? So I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. So in this example sentence, we have this I'm going to plus our verb go. So going to suggests we are 100% sure about the plan, yeah? And we decided on the plan before the conversation, yeah? So going to go to the gym sounds like this is my plan for the day. This is the thing I decided to do for the day, okay? Then, second one, he's going to visit his grandparents. He's going to visit his grandparents. So this one, it's like saying, I made this plan to visit my grandparents before today, right? So I've had this idea in my mind, right? Before today, okay? So I'm going to go. I'm going to do something that I planned to do, all right? So this is the key with going to. Now let's take a look at will. I think I will have a salad for lunch. I think I will have a salad for lunch. So at native speed, this sounds like I think I'll have a salad for lunch. So this I will gets much shorter, right? I will sounds like I'll. I think I'll have a salad for lunch. So this one, will suggests you're not sure about the plan. I think I'll have a salad for lunch. And she thinks and you decided during the conversation. So for example, if you're maybe at the restaurant right now, for example, and you're like, looking at the menu, what should I get? I don't know. I think I'll have a salad for lunch. So it's like, I'm not quite sure, but I think this is a good idea. Okay, so we can use this to talk about things that we are not completely sure about and we've just decided. Okay? So one more example. She thinks she will arrive in 1 hour. She thinks she will arrive in 1 hour. Okay? So again, here, she will arrive in 1 hour. She's not sure. This is a guess, right? So she's expressing this guess with will. And in this case, decided during the conversation, here we are reporting someone else's guess, right? She thinks, so someone else thinks, she will arrive in 1 hour. Okay? She thinks she will arrive in 1 hour. So we're making guesses, really, with will. So sometimes I hear learners, like, I think they get nervous maybe. Sometimes maybe you feel nervous, like, should I use will or going to? They always use will. And it sounds really unnatural. So for example, students sometimes say, what will you do this weekend? And this is a very unnatural question because, yes, I understand you want to know my plans for the weekend, but what will you do this weekend sounds like you're deciding now, right? Or you're not sure. What are you going to do this weekend is much more natural, okay? So please keep this difference in your mind, going to and will. Okay? All right, last point here is about probably. Today I want to talk about using probably, okay? We can use probably with positive statements to increase certainty, okay? So this means that if we use probably, usually with will, it increases our chance. So, for example, I'll be late, or I'll probably be late. These two are a little bit different. I'll be late. Yeah. I'll probably be late. It's like saying there's a chance I'll be late. Okay? I'll probably do that thing. I'm saying there's more of a chance that's going to happen. I think I'll be late, or I'll probably be late. These have different levels of certainty. Here again, he'll probably come. He'll probably come. So this sentence sounds like maybe 70% chance he'll come. Okay? So you can use probably, usually with will. Maybe sometimes people use it with going to also. Okay? So using probably to do that. Okay? So this is our first part, positive statement. So please think about this difference between will and going to. Okay? Awesome. All right. Let's take one super quick break, and then we'll go on to part statements. But if you missed the first announcement earlier, I will share it with you again. The team has this banner at the bottom of the screen that says, Test Your Level Now. This is a free level check test the team has created at EnglishClass101.com. If you click the link below the video in the YouTube description, you will find this. This page, you won't find your result. You have to take the test. But you will find this page. You can log in. If you have an account, you can log in here. If you do not have an account, you can make one for free. Here, with your name and your email address. So go to this page, create an account for free. You can do that for free. There are, 4 steps on this page where you can find all of the details to get this. And after you take the test, you will get some recommendations, some courses, and some paths to study. Okay? All right. So, if you have not, please take a look at that. Okay? Awesome. All right. So, with that, let's take a look at part 2. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to like and share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. That would be super good. Okay. All right, let's go on to part 2. One quick message to my team. All right, and then we'll go. Okay, so let's go to negative statements. All right, let's continue. So, negative statements. How do we make negative statements with these two grammar points? So, next point is not going to. How do we use not going to? And how do we use won't? So, first, let's look at the negative form of going to. Going to. So, to make the negative, we use not going to. Not going to. Or not gonna. We can reduce this to not gonna. Okay? So, not gonna. So, again, we are 100% sure about this plan. 100% sure this will not happen. No plan. 100% sure of no plan. Okay? So, not going to do something. Alright? And decided before the conversation. Decided before the conversation. Again, same as part 1. Exactly the same as part 1. Okay? Same with will. So, to make the negative, we use will not. Will not. Yeah? And to reduce it, this becomes won't. Won't. Okay? So, will not becomes won't. Again, with will not, we are not 100% sure. We're making a guess. Okay? And it's decided during the conversation. Okay? Alright. So let's take a look at some examples with these. Thanks again, Slonzo HDZ. Much appreciated for the support. Okay, so let's take a look at these negative examples. Some are the same as our positive sentences. Let's break these down. So, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym. So, again, negative here. I'm not going to do this. This sounds like I decided already before this conversation. I decided, nope, no gym for me today. Nope. So, I am not going to go to the gym. Okay? Second one, he's not going to visit his grandparents. He's not going to visit his grandparents. So, again, this sounds like an actual plan was made not to do that. So, this weekend, I'm not going, or he's not going to visit his grandparents. Next weekend, he's going to visit his grandparents. So, again, the key is we are expressing when the plan was made. We are expressing how sure, the level of sureness of the plan. Okay? Let's take a look now at some won't patterns, some will not, some won't. So, again, we're not quite sure, or we decided during the conversation. Okay? So, next, I won't eat meat at lunch today. I won't eat meat at lunch today. So, probably decided during the conversation, looking at the menu, I won't eat meat at lunch today, right? So, decided just now, I won't eat meat at lunch today. Okay? And one more. She won't arrive until about an hour from now. She won't arrive until about an hour from now. About an hour from now means about an hour in the future. So from now means from this time. About an hour in the future. From now. So she won't arrive until about an hour from now. Okay? Alright. So last point here is we also use probably with the negative. So we can decrease our certainty levels. Like, I probably won't pass the test. I probably won't pass the test. So probably is before won't here. So I won't pass the test. It's like, we're very, very sure. Probably. But like, I probably won't pass the test sounds like 70%. Yeah? So we can use words like probably and I'm not so sure and these kinds of words to express the level we feel of something. Probably usually probably expresses about like 70 or 80% chance of something. In this case, something not happening. I probably won't pass the test, like 70% of something. And he probably won't come. He probably won't come. It's like 75% chance or so. I don't think so. Okay? So you can use probably. Usually we use probably with won't. It sounds kind of natural because won't and will express we're not sure. We're not 100% sure about something, right? Some people, like I said in part 1, do use it sometimes with going to also. So you might hear it. Okay, so this is how we make negative statements. Some examples are coming in. Luvina says, I probably won't go to school tomorrow. Nice one. Let's see, a negative. Achilles says, I'm not going to eat junk food today. Nice, nice. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Okay. Noor says, I am not eating lunch with his boy today on Facebook. Nice example sentence, Noor. Cesar says, I won't, Cesar? I hope I said that right. I won't have a glass of red wine. Okay, very nice. Miguel on YouTube says, I'm not going to the party. Okay, I'm not going to or I'm not going to go. Both are okay. Are good. Rosa says, I'm not going to go to the park. Very nice examples, everybody. So, think about, the difference, again, between not going to and will. 100% sure, decided before the conversation. Not so sure, decided in the conversation. This is how we can understand the differences between them. All right, so let's finish there, and then we'll go to the last part about questions, okay? So we've got question patterns to cover. Very important, very important for natural questions and conversation. So a super quick break again. If you missed it, the team has a level check. It says test your level now, right here. So check the link below the video in the YouTube description if you are watching on YouTube, and check in the Facebook information section, the box above the video on Facebook, to find the link for the level check test if you want to get some ideas about some things to study next. Yeah, you will get some recommendations for lessons and courses and pathways that I've made. Like, I've made the lessons, so if you like this lesson, maybe you will like the other lessons. So check that out. It is free. The level check test is free, so go have a look. Go take a look. Okay? So let's go to the last part because time is going quick. So we'll move on to questions now. Of course, if you haven't, please make sure to like and share this video because it helps us with the algorithm. Abdullah says, how about if I say, I will decided to go visit tomorrow my friends? Maybe I will answer your question in part 3. Yeah? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a question or a statement. Maybe you want to say, tomorrow I decided to go visit my friends. So decided would be a bit different. We're not, that's kind of different. We're not using going to or will there. So I'm going to visit my friends tomorrow. So mixing maybe like will and decided is kind of strange. So one or the other. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll answer your question here. All right, let's go to the last part. Questions. So again, we have 2 categories, going to and will. Going to, will. So it's going to. Again, when we make a question with going to, we want to ask about someone else's 100% sure plan, right? Same idea as with statements, okay? Asking about someone else's 100% sure plans, and we want to ask about the plan before the conversation, right? So when we ask a going to question, we think the other person probably decided before the conversation, okay? So same points, same key points as our statements. Then with will, again, we want to ask about someone's unsure plans, or we want to ask about a decision in the conversation. So when we use will, it's like we want them to decide now, something now. We also use will for requests a lot. We'll see a couple examples of this. So I want to note, in a lot of everyday communication situations, like asking about someone's plans, your weekend plans, your vacation plans, your plans for this project at work, your plans for school, and so on, we tend to use going to a lot. I said earlier, I noticed lots of students use will. Maybe because it's short, I don't know. Maybe it seems easier, but We use going to ask about others' plans. What are you going to do this weekend? Where is he going to go? And so on. So try to remember, you want to ask about someone's plan, right? They already know. So use going to for that. I sometimes hear people use this too much, use will too much. They use will for all their questions. It's very unnatural. So try to train your brain to use both. Okay, so next one. Let's look at some example questions. So example question 1. Where are you going to go for lunch? Where are you going to go for lunch? At native speed, this question sounds like, where are you going to go for lunch? Where are you going to go for lunch? So this where are you comes or reduces to where ya, where ya, where ya, and then going to go reduces to gonna go, gonna go. Where ya gonna go for lunch? Where ya gonna go for lunch? So these common kind of groups of words, we make them shorter. We put them together. So where are you sounds very stiff, like a robot. Where are you going to go? Very stiff, right? Where ya gonna go for lunch? Yeah? That's how we say it in native speed. In American English. I'm an American English speaker. Where are you gonna go for lunch? Okay, next example. When are they going to leave? When are they going to leave? So, when are they going to leave? When, this sounds like in native speed, when are they going to leave? When are they going to leave? So, here, when are they, gets grouped together, when are they? When are they? When are they going to leave is what it sounds like. This, when are they going to leave? We don't make a strong sound here. When are they going to leave? This sounds like, when are they? Gonna, again, reduced leave. When are they going to leave? When are they going to leave? Okay. All right. Next one is a will question. So this is a request. Yeah, a request. Will you help me move this couch? Will you? So a request. Will you? Also, this request sounds like it's a decision happening now. So I ask my roommate maybe, hey, will you help me move this couch? It's like, sorry to bother you. I'm asking you to do this now, in the moment, right? So, will you help me move this couch? At native speed, this sounds like, hey, will you help me move this couch? Will you help me move this couch? Will you gets reduced a lot, yeah? Will ya? Will ya? Will ya? Right? Will you help me move this couch? Help me. We don't say this help me, right? Will you help me move? Help me move this couch. Will you help me move this couch? Is how it sounds in native speed. Okay? All right. And finally, do you think he'll call me back? Do you think he'll call me back? So this is a yes or no question. Here is my will, right here. He will. He will. I reduced this. He will. Do you think he will call me back? Do you think he will call me back? Yes. Okay. So again, we have these sound reductions here. Do you think? Do you think reduces? Do you think? Do you think? Do you think? So this do you becomes dia. Dia. Do you think he'll call me back? Okay. Do you think he'll call me back? So again, we are asking a question about something we're not sure about. Oh, what do you think? Do you think he'll do this? So we use will to ask about these in the moment questions and things we're not so sure about. Yeah. Going to is like your plans, things you've decided, your work, your job, and what you're going to do tomorrow. Okay. So please keep these key points in mind for positive and negative and questions, the difference between will and going to. All right, I'm going to try and check some of your questions. Oh my gosh, I'm already late. Every week. Every week. Some of your examples are coming in. Victor says, will you wanna dance with me? So you have will you want to. Will you want to? You are asking about someone's future desire. Will you want to? I think you want to say, will you dance with me? Will you dance with me? That is a very common request, like in an old movie. Will you dance with me? So don't use that one. Will you want? Don't use that. You are will you want to? Sounds like in the future. Will future you dance with me? Kind of strange, right? So, will you dance with me? Make a basic request out of it. Akila says, will you go to class tomorrow? Nice one. Naomi, why do American speakers speak so fast? We all speak very quickly in our native languages, right? It seems fast when you are learning, right? But it feels natural to native speakers. Andres, can you ask using going to and answer with will because maybe you're not sure? Yes, 100%. You can absolutely, 100%. If someone says, what are you going to do this weekend? Going to. What are you going to do this weekend? Well, I'll probably stay home. Totally natural. You don't have to use going to in your reply just because they asked a going to question. Yes, good question. Others. Some examples are coming in. Is she planning to study medicine? That uses a different grammar point. Yeah, nice one, Salman, but that's a good future sentence. Other questions. Will you help me with her phone number, says one. Okay, nice question. William says, do you think it'll rain tonight? Nice one. Okay, one. Thanks for the class. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Juan. On Facebook. What's up, Facebook? I didn't forget you. Looking for examples. Good evening. When are you going to go for swimming pool? Sorry, I can't read your name on Facebook. When are you going to go to the swimming pool? To the swimming pool. To plus destination. To the swimming pool. Cesar says, will you see the Great Quake movie? I would use going to here. Are you going to see the Great Quake movie? I don't know what that movie is, so I don't know. But are you going to? Sounds like, do you have plans to? Will you see the Great Quake movie? Maybe if you're at the movie theater right now. But again, when you want to ask about someone's plans, like not in the moment, use going to. Okay? Others. Hey, Marshall. Nice. Thanks for answering questions in the chat. All right. We have to finish because I'm late. I already said I was late. So let's wrap it up. Let's finish up. Thanks, as always, for joining me. If you want to check out today's lesson boards and take a screenshot, now is your last chance. Get ready. So today we talked about positive statements, we talked about negative statements, and we talked about questions with future tense, simple future tense. We practiced going to and will in today's lesson. All right. So I hope this was a good kind of grammar refresher for many people because there are lots and lots of errors I see with these 2 points. So we'll finish there, but I'll be back. Of course, I will be here next week. Let's see next week's lesson information. Where are you? Here it is. Okay, next week's lesson information is here. Next week, I'll be back on Wednesday, June 15th. That is Wednesday. That will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, please Google it or set a notification on Facebook, a notification on YouTube, or if you follow me on Instagram, I always post a link and a topic reminder in my story. So follow me on Instagram to get that. There's a link to my Instagram and Twitter in the YouTube description. Next week, I'm going to talk about how to use may and might. So many questions always about this. I have many videos about this topic. So if you want some homework, go use your search skills on the English Class 101 channel or EnglishClass101.com website and search for may and might. I have many videos about this. Go check it out for your homework for this week. So that will be next week's topic. Okay, so I have to say goodbye for this week, but thank you as always for joining me. Thanks for your great questions and great examples and for joining me live. That's super, super cool. Also, don't forget, if you want to do the level check, the free level check test, and get some recommendations from our team for your next courses, your next lessons, and so on, go check this out. After the video finishes, just go click the link below the video in the YouTube description or in the Facebook description box. Go check it out. You can get this. Okay? Alright, so I will say goodbye for this week. Thank you as always for joining me. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. And I will see you again next week.